Welcome back to After the Whistle. I'm Phil Benatti, joined by a pair of members from the state champion Mandan girls tennis team, Elizabeth Velderman, state champ, Paul Christian, the coach, and what a fantastic season for you guys. A first state title for you. Quick reactions to start with. Paul, a first state champion in girls tennis in Mandan history. How does that feel?
Feels pretty great. It's really special for these girls who put a lot of time in. And then being mostly seniors, I was really thrilled for all of them.
Elizabeth, it was a team championship that you'll obviously remember forever in your senior year. What did it feel like to kind of hoist the trophy and clinch it at the end there?
It was amazing. We worked for it the whole year, and that was our goal, so it was really happy to achieve that.
Take me through this season, Paul. This team really seemed to find its step from the early on, and just kept finding ways to win against some really good teams in the West, and then through the tournament. What kept this team really rolling throughout the whole year?
I think going into the year we were really hungry, not having last season. And every day at practice or match they showed up and gave everything they got, and even when we got down at times, they really dug deep and found that extra level to come out on top in almost every match.
Elizabeth, earlier in the year we highlighted your connection with your sister, but there was a connection with the senior class too. This was a very senior heavy team. What has this class meant for you as far as the group of girls that were able to really accomplish what they accomplished with you?
Well, we've been playing together since like 8th grade, so we've been saying it since then that we want a state championship when we're seniors, and we did that, so it was a really great feeling.
When the whole tournament, or at least the team side of the tournament played out, what was a moment that really kind of felt like you guys were really coming into your own and knew that this was a tournament that could be taken by your team?
Well, after we beat Minot in the West Region Championship, we really knew that we could beat anyone. So Davies we thought was our biggest competition, but then when we faced Minot again, I think we had a lot of confidence going into it because we had already beaten them twice prior.
I know there were some surprises, obviously, in the state tournament. Paul, 3 West teams out of 4 in the finals. What does that say to you about Western tennis and maybe the shift of the power players in girls tennis? It was the first time in a long time since that had happened in a state tournament.
Yeah, the West was pretty dominant this year. I think a big reason was we had more upperclassmen than the East. I think they had graduated more than we had over the last couple years. But it was a really great showing from the West. It shows that we have some really solid tennis out here.
How will you look back, Elizabeth, on these last years and the way it kind of capped off? What are some of the things you'll really take from your experience with the Mandan program?
To always set really high goals, because it's not impossible to achieve them. We had a lot of girls that set those goals, and by working hard we accomplished it. So
the program's in good hands with your sister, Sophia?
Yes. Maybe.
We'll see. We got a few years to see it all play out. Paul, how will you look back on the impact of these seniors? What's something you'll remember from this group of girls that are going to be leaving you?
Just how much time they put in, and how they worked together throughout the years, and that all of them contributed to this title. Whether it was Elizabeth that won or down to Kylie Whelan and Peyton Lurch at the lower end of our lineup, they all contributed in every match this year.
As far as what this does for the program, a first title in any program is a launching step for you guys. What do you think this does for what you're trying to grow, even on the girls' side, but also just in general, the growth of tennis in Mandan?
Well, I hope the younger girls had a chance to watch all these girls play this year and how they acted in the court, and that they get excited, so that they can do it too if they put the time in.
Elizabeth, you're going on to the next level. What are you excited about in your next step?
I'm super excited for playing a bunch of different competition, playing girls that I've never played before, and having like meeting a bunch of new people.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. Just a fantastic achievement on this side of things. Obviously, this one will be remembered for a long time in Mandan tennis history. 2021 state champs, Mandan girls tennis.